Hey everybody, Jimmy here. We're diving into a world of pure deliciousness today. 5 chocolate desserts that'll rock your world. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the chocolatey goodness. Get ready to indulge. First up, we're going old school Italian with a chocolate and orange polenta cake. Trust me on this one, folks. It adds this amazing texture, almost like a little surprise in every bite. For this masterpiece, you'll need 1 cup of fine polenta, 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt. For the wet ingredients, 1 3/4 cups of granulated sugar, 3/4 cup of unsalted butter, softened, 3 large eggs, and the zest of 2 oranges. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius, and grease and flour a 9-inch springform pan. Combine dry ingredients in one bowl and cream together the butter and sugar in another. Beat in the eggs one at a time, then gradually add the dry ingredients, alternating with 3/4 cup of freshly squeezed orange juice. Pour the batter into your prepared pan and bake for 50-60 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Let it cool completely before frosting. Now, if you want to impress your friends with a dessert that sounds way fancier than it actually is, this chocolate galette des rois is the way to go. It's a French classic, but surprisingly easy to make. You'll need 1 sheet of puff pastry, thawed, 6 ounces of bittersweet chocolate, chopped, 1/4 cup of heavy cream, 1 egg yolk, beaten with 1 tablespoon of water, and a sprinkle of sugar. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius, and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Roll out your puff pastry into a 12-inch circle. In a heat-proof bowl set over simmering water, melt the chocolate with the heavy cream, stirring until smooth. Spread the chocolate mixture over the center of the puff pastry, leaving a 2-inch border. Fold the edges of the pastry over the chocolate, pleating as you go. Brush with the egg wash and sprinkle with sugar. Bake for 20-25 minutes, or until the pastry is golden brown and the chocolate is bubbly. Let it cool slightly before serving, if you can resist. All right, folks, buckle up because this next one is for serious chocolate lovers only. We're talking about a chocolate Snickers cake. All the goodness of a Snickers bar, but in cake form. Get ready for a sugar rush. Here's the game plan. 1 box of chocolate cake mix, 1 cup of milk, half a cup of vegetable oil, 3 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of chopped Snickers bars. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius, and grease and flour 2 9-inch round cake pans. Combine the ingredients, beat until smooth, then fold in the chopped Snickers bars. Divide the batter evenly between the pans and bake for 30-35 minutes. Let the cakes cool completely before frosting. Beat together the frosting ingredients until smooth and creamy. Frost the cooled cakes and top with the remaining chopped Snickers bars. Get ready to indulge. Now, let's switch gears with a chocolate and almond oil cake. The almond oil adds a subtle nutty flavor. 1½ cups of flour, 3/4 cup cocoa powder, 1½ teaspoons baking powder, half a teaspoon baking soda, half a teaspoon salt, 1 3/4 cup sugar, 3/4 cup almond oil, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and 1 cup buttermilk. Preheat to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and grease a 9 by 13-inch pan. Whisk flour, cocoa, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. In another bowl, whisk sugar, almond oil, eggs, and vanilla. Combine dry and wet ingredients, alternating with buttermilk. Pour into pan and bake for 30-35 minutes. Cool completely before frosting. Trust me, this one's a game changer. Last but not least, we're going a little bit rogue with a chocolate mayonnaise cake. I know, mayonnaise in a cake? Hear me out on this one. It's our little secret ingredient that makes this cake unbelievably moist and delicious. Here's what you'll need. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar, 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of mayonnaise, 1 cup of cold water, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of boiling water. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius, and grease and flour a 9 by 13-inch baking pan. In a large bowl, combine the flour, sugar, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. Add the mayonnaise, cold water, and vanilla extract and beat until smooth. Gradually pour in the boiling water, beating constantly until the batter is thin. Pour the batter into the prepared pan and bake for 35 minutes, or until a toothpick comes out clean. Let it cool completely before frosting with your favorite chocolate frosting. There you have it, folks. 5 decadent chocolate desserts that are guaranteed to satisfy your sweet tooth. From the classic chocolate and orange polenta cake to the surprisingly delicious chocolate mayonnaise cake, there's something here for everyone. Until next time, happy baking!